The woman who has accused Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct has identified herself and is speaking publicly about her allegations against Kavanaugh for the first time, according to a Washington Post investigation published Sunday. Christine Blasey Ford, now a 51-year-old professor at Palo Alto University in California, described an incident between the two in high school, alleging that Kavanaugh pinned her to a bed one summer in the 1980s and forced himself on her. Ford told the Post that Kavanaugh groped her over her clothes, grinding his body against hers, and clumsily attempted to pull off her one-piece bathing suit and the clothing she wore over it. She also said Kavanaugh put his hand over her mouth when she attempted to scream for help. I thought he might inadvertently kill me, Ford said. He was trying to attack me and remove my clothing. Kavanaugh last week denied the allegations, which were first reported last week. I categorically and unequivocally deny this allegation, Kavanaugh said in a statement provided by the White House. I did not do this back in high school or at any time. The White House reportedly provided the same statement to the Post on Sunday. Senator Dianne Feinstein, who had previously learned of Ford's allegations in July but didn't disclose her knowledge of them publicly, said Sunday in a statement that she supported Ford's decision to share her story. And now that she has, it is in the hands of the FBI to conduct an investigation. Feinstein added, this should happen before the Senate moves forward on this nominee. So, we now know who she is, and that's really big as far as my own confirmation bias of how women can come forward against any man, and not even that the guy has everything to lose while they get to be discreet, not have to show themselves in any manner or way. And as a person who is not a fan of Kavanaugh whatsoever, I want to see some proof that exists from this time. Unfortunately, it's a lot harder to get receipts for something decades later. You know, if this were a modern era rape, you can get some text messages or recording, or some kind of act of aggression in that manner. So really, it boils down to, do you believe it or do you not believe it? And it's hard to take the side of accusers when you have decades go by with nothing being forwarded by them. They don't have any kind of record there. So we'll see what happens, but I'm betting that the Senate says, we don't care that this happened or that these allegations have been made. We're going to vote on them anyway, which is effectively what Chairman Grassley stated. We're moving forward in this nominee on September 20th. And to the people who actually want to get to the bottom of this and want to see this play out and have more things come about, screw you. It's pretty much the term being used there. And really what you have to understand is when we have stories like this where there's someone who we don't like or we don't necessarily favor in any way whatsoever, we have to remember that the basic component of empathy needs to come into place. So for example, rather than saying, oh, I get the accuser not coming out because people will smear her and all this stuff, ask yourself, if you are a male and you're getting nominated for the position of a lifetime, after holding other high-profile jobs for decades, would you not want to be treated with the same level of innocent until proven guilty that anybody else would? So the prediction is that this will mean nothing in the end. Kavanaugh will get confirmed, and this will just be another part of this will be remembered principally as a sideshow that had no effect.